recording. Are you recording? Yes, you are recording. Nice. Alright. What the hell, bro? Alright. Alright. Salam, boys. Let's talk normally, man. Salam, boys. What are you saying? What did I say that? Salam, bro. We back. Alright. In this video, I'm going to talk about self-love, yeah? Specifically the dark side of it, yeah? Alright, so I think we all know what self-love already is, yeah? You know, alright, so I think we already know what self-love means, yeah? Basically, like, I don't know, self-esteem, self-confidence, like, self-reliance, stuff like that. And, you know, I don't doubt that there's obviously a good side to self-love and self-love culture and stuff like that, and like focusing on yourself. But hold on, let me actually talk about the positive sides for it first, yeah? So first of all, it could help you get out of depression. If you're depressed because of what you think of yourself, then obviously if you like get your self-love up, you're gonna get out of the depression. Also, if you're kind of just negative, just have a negative perception of yourself, and obviously self-love gonna help you with that. Right, that's it for the positives. Let's talk about the dark side, yeah? So, if you imagine it on kind of like this spectrum, yeah? A spectrum, or like a line. Self-love is here. This is the kind of like, actually no wait, self-love isn't here, yeah? Self-deprecation, self-hate is over this side, yeah? Self-hate and stuff like that. And obviously we don't want to be on this side. Because this side, you're depressed, you're suicidal, you're basically, you're done with life, yeah? This is where you don't want to be. And on the exact opposite side of this, we have self-worship or self-extreme reliance. This is also where we don't want to be. This is what I'm going to be talking about, yeah? This side is very, very, very detrimental. The same way that this side is. The self-hating side. Because on this side, we have arrogance, we have pride, we have what I said earlier, self-worship. Now, you'll see these YouTubers talking about like how you need to be deluded in a way that you rely on yourself totally for everything. You're completely independent, as they say, yeah? Well, this is all a lie that they made up, yeah? Because in reality, this is a fact, yeah? They're not leaving room for God at all. They have a missing link, which I might be talking about in later like discussions, yeah? It goes along like, yeah, stoicism, self-improvement, all that type of stuff. Then it cuts off. It stops right here with you. But the missing link is the most important link, is you to God. Bro, I don't know how to emphasize it enough yet. If you didn't have God, you wouldn't be living, bro. You wouldn't be alive. Every single action you do is because God allowed it. Like, every single heartbeat, your heart asks God every time it beats for permission to beat, bro. And you want to leave God out of your journey. It doesn't make sense. Like, I was thinking of an example earlier. It's like going into a business with a partner and then saying at the end, when you win an award or something like that, oh no, it's all me. Forget my partner. Actually, no, forget my partner. He doesn't even exist. What kind of person would say that, bro? It's all me. It's all I did this, I did that. Oh, let's improve me. Let's do this. Let's do that with me. It's about the self. Where's the freaking community aspect of it, bro? Where's the Where's the helping other people aspect? I know there's people kind of talk about it in terms of like, oh, you're getting other people in self improvement and whatever, but it's all it's like a breeding ground for self worship and self admiration and like all that kind of thing, all that kind of stuff. Now, to kind of give you some like symptoms of this side of the spectrum, like the self worship, self arrogance, stuff like that, because usually when people are in this state, they don't realize they're in the state. It's like, I don't know. I mean, if you have cancer, you know you have cancer, but that's a kind of a bad example. But if people kind of have a negative perception of themselves, usually they don't know that they have a negative perception of themselves. Like usually people aren't that self aware or at that point. All right, a big symptom of this year is just walking around and you just randomly get these negative thoughts about people for no reason. Like you look around the street and you're like, oh, forget that guy, bro. Who does that guy think he is? Oh, why is this guy looking at me like that, bro? Like, it gets so, it's like almost to a point of paranoia where you think everyone's out to get you and you're just by yourself in everything, which is exactly the opposite of what Islam teaches. Like Islam teaches you to think the best of people, think the best of everyone, uh, even to kind of like a not deluded sort of way, because deluded is the wrong word, but kind of like a very 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 positive way. Like you see someone, I don't know, going in a nightclub or something, and you say, oh yeah, you might just go to the toilet, bro. Like it's about that point. Also, in terms of development, just in general, like you improving, being on this side of the spectrum is, you're done out, bro. Like you can't improve anymore. You're done. Because if you think you're already the best and everything you do is the best thing ever, bro, like, oh, everything that I've done is me, bro, it's me, like I've done everything now, it's fine, I don't need to do anything else. That don't need to do anything else will sabotage your whole journey, bro. Like you're done. You're properly done, because if you think you've already done something, you're not gonna be able. You're not gonna be able to achieve it, because you think you've already done it. You have the arrogance and pride and like kibr. That's all. That's kind of like the arrogance pride thing, and it's called in Arabic. You kind of have this disease in your heart where you believe you can't take advice from anyone and are better than everyone. Forget this guy's advice. Who does he think he is? Now, I'll give you some practical tips. Yeah, practical tips. I'll give you some practical tips. All right. So first of all, identify if what kind of stage of the spectrum you're on. Well, it's not just stages, but like what point of the spectrum you're on. Because if you're on this side and you're on the self-hate, self-deprecation side, obviously you need to get a bit to more of the middle. But even if you're on this side of the self-worship, self-reliance, extreme independent side, you need to kind of just work out your ego so you're not at that point. Now, I'm not a heart surgeon, yeah. I don't deal with I'm not qualified in dealing with diseases of the heart and stuff like that. But I think this solution works with a lot of these kind of diseases of the heart. And that's obviously remembrance of God. Because going back to the business partner example, to give, you need to give credit where credit is due, basically. You need to give credit to that other business partner who helped you along the way, who might have done most of the work. You just benefited off of him. That's the reason why you need to start doing dhikr, that's remembrance. Start praying more. Start just being grateful. Because gratitude is the cure to a lot of things. But people don't understand what gratitude actually is. You're not grateful to yourself about things because you haven't done anything. You're grateful to God to give you the opportunity to do things. Without him, you wouldn't be in general, bro. So yeah, final point. Stop ignoring God. Stop worshipping yourself. You're nothing, bro. Get it together. And remember, you can have self-love, that's fine. Alright? I'm not telling you to not love yourself, like, okay, bro, like, be grateful for yourself, I guess. But remember, there's an extreme to everything. If you drink too much water, you will die. If you eat too much, you will die. but we need these things to live, right? Basically, just don't go to the extreme, yeah? With everything, basically. Live in the mean. As I think it was Aristotle put it. That's it, man. Safe. I'll see you later.